Edinburgh has enchanted locals and tourists alike for decades, with its cobbled streets and charming landmarks. But the Edinburgh City Council are working on introducing a tourist tax, also known as a transient visitor levy, to the city's hotels, which would increase the cost of visiting the capital. The Scottish Tourism Alliance released a statement claiming the City Council made plans without properly consulting the tourism industry. But City Council leader Adam McVeigh believes this to be untrue.
I don't recognise that as a true statement one iota. Members of the Scottish Tourism Alliance have taken part in roundtable events chaired by myself. They've met with me directly one-on-one to discuss these proposals. So I don't know where they get the grounds for saying that. It's also worth saying that the Scottish Tourism Alliance themselves have been at meetings where my senior policy officers have briefed them on our plans and asked for feedback. So any insinuation from them that they haven't been part of discussions, that their members haven't been part of discussions, ones who own and operate facilities in this city, is frankly untrue.
Although the Scottish Government initially opposed the idea of introducing a tourist tax, Nicola Sturgeon announced yesterday they would launch a national consultation which will consider the pros and cons of a tourism tax. The Edinburgh City Council's Corporate Policy and Strategy Committee met here this morning to discuss the tourist tax. And Radisson Blu hotel manager Paul Reid believes the tax will only benefit the city.
I think that a tourist tax is so worldwide that it's the done thing, and I think it will bring more to the local economy, and I don't think it will put people off because it's expected nowadays, I would say, especially across Europe, so I think it's irrelevant to the consumer.
The council has stated that the tax would raise an additional £11 million, which would help local services to manage and improve the city. A recent survey asking tourists and locals on the tax proposal showed overwhelming support with only some opposition.
I think it's probably good for the upkeep of the history, and it pays for a lot of what they can provide for tourists as well as maintaining it for future generations.
I think they should do it because, as we know, they do it in other countries as well, right? But I would hope that the money they raise from it would be used for sensible projects, such as making the roads a bit better and keeping the schools open and making sure the school buildings are okay.
I don't think you should have to pay extra for visiting something that already exists, and should be free for everyone to come and experience and enjoy without having to pay on top of what you already do pay.
If the consultation is approved, it will be put forward to the public later this month. Callum Wilson, EN4 News, Edinburgh.